Hi YouTube, it's Barb Sawyer and Chanel, and we are getting ready for Thanksgiving, you guys. How about you? I'm telling you, I almost thought that Thanksgiving was canceled. Fortunately, I got the word from my son, it's not canceled. So glad about that. I hope that wherever you guys are on Thanksgiving that you'll be with me because I am going to film on Thanksgiving, so I'm bringing the fam along for the ride. So I was thinking about Thanksgiving and I remembered the one and only newsletter that I wrote for Christmas. And I was always very good about sending out Christmas cards, but I just decided one year that I was going to write a newsletter because I'd read everybody else's newsletters year after year after year. Bobby read the Bible in a summer. Mary is in the Olympics for skipping rope, crap like that, stuff that nobody wants to hear. Just as newsletters, Christmas newsletters, you don't see them around anymore, but when you did, they are designed to make you feel bad about your life. So I had something happen to me when my son was an infant, and it was the night of Thanksgiving. It was the nightmare. It was kind of horrible, and it stuck with me. And I like to write, so I decided that that was going to be my Christmas newsletter. So sit back, close your eyes, envision Thanksgiving night. We've just come home from one of the sisters' houses for the big Thanksgiving party. My other sister is spending the night and she's upstairs. And I've just tucked in my son to sleep. The golden retriever has been in and out. The husband has showered and is in bed. And that's where this all starts. Okay. Have you ever heard about the enzyme in turkeys that makes people very tired and want to sleep after dinner? Carl and I think it's true. His name is Carl. Have you ever heard that some people go through their own personal hell during the holidays? Well, let me share with you our Thanksgiving night. It was around 8 p.m. when we got back from my sister's house from Thanksgiving dinner. We were stuffed, lazy, and we went to bed shortly after we got home. Carl was asleep almost as soon as he hit the pillow. 15-month-old Tanner was asleep before that. Sam, our golden retriever, was snoring at the foot of the bed, and I was delighted to find that the turkey enzymes were at work. I had been having trouble sleeping at night because of my 5-month pregnant stomach, and I was ready to join my family in dreamland. I was annoyed to hear Sam flapping his ears. Things like that can put off sleep until the dog is done flapping. My eyes became slits as I heard him flap again. It was odd because as he was flapping, he was also snoring. He was multi-talented. And I rolled over in bed towards my husband with sleepy, slitted eyes. I dreamily watched the bat-like shape drift over my white ceiling. I screamed threw the covers over my head and yelled, "Carl, there's a bat in our bedroom." Carl was not waking up fast. He said, "Give me a break. We've lived in this house for almost 4 years. We've never had a bat. Go back to sleep." So I continued my screaming, and he reached over my paralyzed body and he turned on the light. And he looked at me and he scowled. He said, "Look, no bat. You're out of control, Barb." So all of a sudden I got a chill going up my spine, because I was remembering that there was a bat in a neighboring town during the summer that bit a little baby that had rabies. So I screamed, "It's in Tanner's room. Oh my God." I kept yelling this until Carl's sleep-filled brain absorbed my hysteria. He galloped into Tanner's room, turned on the light, and then I heard him mutter, "No bat. I knew there wouldn't be. I'm going to be exhausted in the morning. It's all your fault." God. And he stomps out of our room and goes down the hall and heads for the bathroom. So I grabbed Tanner. I put him into bed with me. I knew what I had seen. And what was more, I knew what Carl was about to say. Jesus Christ, it really is a bat! He was screaming. This is now my now believing husband. And he barricades himself in the bathroom. So now, of course, we do have a problem because Tanner and Sam, the golden retriever who's still snoring, and I are at one end of the house, and Carl's at the opposite end. And the bat is in the middle. So Carl carefully opens up the bathroom door and he bolts into the kitchen. He informed me that the bat had flown 5 inches from his face. But where is it now? We couldn't find it. Then Carl discovered him in the living room, and he was hanging by his toes on one of the beams of the ceiling, like a wannabe Bela Lugosi. So Carl starts throwing things at it. He's throwing things that were in the clothes basket, my jeans, my underwear, Tanner's clothes, a Sam toy, a Tanner toy. And he saw that all of this wasn't working, so he graduated to bigger things, which was, an Ugg boot, a dog toy, a Tanner toy. So he grabs 2 brooms and he nudges the bat, and the bat takes off like he's been shot out of a cannon. So this whole time I'm hiding out in the bathroom, and I started hearing alarming noises like, "Get out of here, get out of my house." And I peeked around the door and I gazed with horrified fascination as I watched my calm and controlled husband become completely unhinged. He's running, he's leaping back, he's swearing, he's falling apart. So my sister comes downstairs. She's been hearing all of these sounds, makes it sound like somebody's getting killed. And I told her what was going on. And then Carl screams, "He's gone behind your mother." So this might sound like a strange statement, but the bat obviously thought that my mother's portrait, that she has a sympathetic face, so he crawled right on beneath the wall and the back of the portrait. So there's a lot of rattling. Carl's trying to move my mother and move the bat at the same time, and now the bat is careening around the house again. So my sister, who's been watching all of this from the stairs, she'd been heard to say the day after that until the day she dies, she is never going to forget the set of Carl with 2 brooms, 1 in each hand, and he's flapping his arms up and down. He's looking like he's trying to fly. His bathrobe is streaming out behind him, and he's running from room to room, and he's looking like a deranged Batman, and there's nothing under the bathrobe. So my sister may be scarred for life. So needless to say, Carl did get the bat out of the house. Tanner was asleep in our bed. Sam, the golden retriever, never woke up through the entire time. He's a great guard dog. Carl's triumphant. And I didn't sleep a wink that night because I was positive if there was 1 bat, there was 100 bats. So I think there's a lesson here. Not sure what it is. Maybe it's if you hear your dog's ears flapping and he's snoring at the same time. That's not right. You probably know that the flapping of the ears, those were bat wings. Maybe it's time to move. But I think it's this. So if I had eaten any more turkey Thanksgiving Day, the next morning I might have been wearing a bat on my face. So remember our family when you sit down to your Thanksgiving dinner as you're being tranquilized by our turkey. Merry Christmas and a happy bat-free year from our family to yours. And that is the one and only time that I ever sent out a Christmas letter, or one of the Christmas newsletters. Poking a little bit of fun at us, but if you can't poke fun at yourself, you can always poke fun at the grown-up. No, just kidding. So listen, I wanted to remind you guys about the giveaway. This is the Blue Blood palette. This is a retail of $52. I am going to be sending this out to a lucky winner the end of November, November 30th, midnight. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be doing a random drawing. This is a beautiful palette. I really love it. It's beautiful. And then I'm also going to be sending out two liquid velour lips. This one is in Christmas Cookie. This one is in Leo. And they're beautiful. I love them. One of our monthly little giveaways. So I also wanted to tell you that if you go onto my IG page, and that's going to be linked down below, you're going to see a picture of the Blue Blood palette. If you want to tag a friend, you have an extra entry. If you want to tag 10 friends, you have 10 extra entries. But you do need to be subscribed to my channel and hit the thumbs up button on the Getting to Know Me video, and just let me know in the comments section that you want to enter. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, smash that notification bell, and I will see you later.